This safety plan outlines the policies and procedures that employees, contractors, and visitors must follow to ensure a safe and healthy work environment. This plan applies to all activities, processes, and equipment used by employees, contractors, and visitors on company premises. The owner or management has these responsibilities: firstly, develop, implement, and maintain the safety plan. Secondly, provide adequate training, resources, and supervision for employees. Thirdly, conduct regular safety inspections and audits. Fourthly, investigate and correct any hazards or unsafe conditions. Fifthly, enforce safety policies and procedures. Employees have these responsibilities: firstly, follow all safety policies and procedures. Secondly, report any hazards or unsafe conditions to management. Thirdly, use personal protective equipment or PPE as required. Fourthly, participate in safety training and activities. Contractors have these responsibilities: firstly, comply with all safety policies and procedures of the company. Secondly, maintain their own safety plans and insurance coverage. Thirdly, supervise their employees to ensure safety. Fourthly, report any hazards or unsafe conditions to the company. Visitors have these responsibilities: firstly, adhere to safety guidelines and instructions provided by the company. Secondly, wear appropriate PPE as required. Thirdly, stay within designated areas. Hazard assessment and control procedures are as follows. The company will conduct regular hazard assessments to identify potential hazards in the workplace. Hazards will be categorized as follows. Immediate action is required to eliminate the hazard. High requires immediate attention and mitigation. Medium requires attention and mitigation within a reasonable time frame. Low requires monitoring and mitigation when feasible. Control measures will be implemented to eliminate or minimize hazards, such as firstly, engineering controls, for example, machine guards or ventilation systems. Secondly, administrative controls, for example, work procedures or training. Thirdly, personal protective equipment, for example, hard hats or gloves. Safety training and awareness procedures are as follows. All employees, contractors, and visitors will receive safety training relevant to their roles and responsibilities. Training will include topics such as firstly, hazard recognition and control. Secondly, safe work practices. Thirdly, PPE requirements. Fourthly, emergency preparedness. Safety awareness campaigns and programs will be conducted to promote a culture of safety. The emergency response plan is in place, and it outlines procedures for responding to emergencies such as firstly, fires. Secondly, medical emergencies. Thirdly, spills. Fourthly, natural disasters. Employees, contractors, and visitors will be trained on the emergency response plan. Incident reporting and investigation procedures are as follows. All accidents, near misses, and hazardous conditions must be reported to management immediately. Incidents will be investigated to determine root causes and develop corrective actions. Corrective actions will be implemented promptly to prevent recurrence. Compliance and enforcement guidelines are as follows. The company is committed to adhering to all applicable safety regulations. Employees who violate safety policies and procedures may be subject to disciplinary action, up to and including termination of employment. Review and revision guidelines are as follows. This safety plan will be reviewed and revised regularly to ensure its effectiveness. Employees, contractors, and visitors will be notified of any changes or updates to the plan.